Hey everybody, welcome to the Sandals Insider. I'm jumping on to talk about the 777 deals for this week that started June 11th and go through next Tuesday. So these rooms, as a reminder, are an extra 7% off. So the particular room that I'm going to talk about this week are the over-the-water villas at Sandals South Coast that are on 777. So when these rooms go on 777, it's a great time to look into them, to look into booking because the over the water villas don't go on sale quite as often. And I looked at the fine print. So the overwater villas are only on sale through the end of 2025. So you're going to get a really good deal if you're still looking to go to Jamaica, Sandals South Coast through the end of 2025, through the end of 2025, especially that September, October timeframe. Now, I know that it's hurricane season in the Caribbean. However, I want to tell you, tons of people go to the Caribbean during this time. There is not always a hurricane. You can get travel insurance, and you are taking a chance that the weather is going to be not as ideal. But there are other times of the years when you go down there and the weather is not ideal also. So if you're looking to score a deal, a lot of people think that it's worth the risk to take a chance and book during this time. So, a little bit about these rooms. They are the over the water villas that you see featured on a lot of the Sandals photos. The ones at South Coast were just recently redone. So, they're really new and fresh. I was just at Sandals South Coast a few months ago, and while I didn't stay in the villa, we got to see them from the outside. And if you haven't been to Sandals South Coast, I can tell you that it's a really long beach, and these are set on one side of the beach. On the opposite side of the resort is going to be a protected nature preserve. So these are some of the most private villas available, in my opinion, in the Sandals brand, especially if you go on a certain side. So this is where having a travel advisor on your team it can be particularly helpful. We can try to request certain villas if you want more privacy or if you want to look at the resort, if you want to just look at the ocean, we can try to make those requests for you. It's no guarantee, but we can certainly try. I like to think we have a little bit more pull in making these requests if it's available. So these villas, they come with a butler team, obviously. They will help you with everything from your special in-room dining menu that these rooms have available to them, making dinner reservations, excursions, saving you chairs by the pool or at the beach, really just providing you with that luxury service that you're going to expect to receive for spending the extra money to stay in these suites. When you have a butler with Sandals or beaches, you do get a cell phone that links you directly to your butler team. Where if you're sitting at the beach and you want to request a drink or a snack, you just type it in the phone and they will be happy to bring it to you. So it includes that butler team. It also includes the expedited service through the airport as well as the private transfer. So essentially, you're getting Club Mobe. If you've been to Jamaica, Club Mobe is the assistance getting through the airport, expediting you through customs, and then you also receive the private transfer. So from the airport to Sandals South Coast, it's about an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and a half. It depends on traffic. As you can imagine, the roads are not conducive to, passing around people. So it just depends on how many people are on the road. When we were there the last time, we were talking to our driver. Saturdays are going to be a bit busier. If you come, during the week, it's going to be a little bit quicker to get between because there's not going to be as much traffic. But I think it's a beautiful, scenic ride through the mountains to get you to the other side of the island. And I love Sandals South Coast. It's on the south side of Jamaica. So when you are taking that kayak out or taking your paddleboard out and looking back at the resort from the water, you're not seeing a bunch of other resorts packed right next to it like you do at some of the more popular areas like Negril and Montego Bay and Ocho Rios. This is really a resort all by itself, and it's such a long beach. You really feel like you are in the middle of nowhere. it's hard to describe until you see it. It's a very different feel from the other resorts in Jamaica. Going back to the villas, these villas, it's a huge space. You have your own patio and sun deck that goes directly into the water. There's a part of your floor that is a glass floor that you can see through and see into the water. I did not see any when I was there, but I heard that in the nature preserve, you can sometimes see alligators or crocodiles or something, which would be kind of crazy. So I'm not sure if that's a myth or if it's true, but it is fun to see all of the aquatic life regardless. And then there's a hammock, and there is, your own floating ring out in the middle of the water that you can float to. And, you can spend as much time being away from the rest of the resort as you want, and then still go up to the pool, up to the restaurants, participate in all the activities when you want to be, around more people. So these villas are really high-end luxury, a really great splurge if you're looking to add something special to an anniversary trip or a honeymoon, or you want to go for a wedding, I can help you with that too. So I would highly recommend Sandals South Coast. And if you're interested in the villas, remember this week, these are on 777, so they are an extra 7% off for bookings through the end of the year. The deposit for the villas is $1,000 as opposed to 400. It's a little bit more expensive, so it's one of the few room categories that does expect a higher deposit. So keep that in mind when you're looking to book as well. Okay, thank you so much. If you are interested in learning more about the villas or about Sandals South Coast, any of the rooms there, please reach out. As always, my services are completely free, and I would love to help you plan and book your next Sandals or Beaches all-inclusive Caribbean vacation. Bye.